This is Dee with Divine Needle, and I'm working on a reading that should have happened a couple of days ago. I lost track of Saturn, the timekeeper, and it went 13 degrees on the 27th at 10:30 p.m. That was one day after the Scorpio full moon, almost to the hour. Um, It's interesting because when I got ready to start this reading, I found a card flipped in the deck from the prior reading, and it's the Scarlet Shield, Power and Authority of Air, Queen of Swords, flipped in the deck. Card of Libra. I know a lot of people say that that's Aquarius, but that's Libra. Aquarius is the King of Swords. Okay, so make note of that. And I'm going to take you to the screen so you can see the planets where they were exactly when Saturn went into the 13th hour. So here we have, this is exactly when it happened and where everything was sitting when it happened. But you can see here Saturn at 13 degrees in Aquarius. The only thing that's kind of notable besides the fact that it ticked was Pluto sitting here at 26 degrees in Capricorn, and it's stationary. Like time coming to a standstill almost. It's funny because I started tracking Saturn before I started this reading, and Saturn actually goes retrograde on May 24th, my mother's birthday, at 7 p.m. So, so I was tracking the movements of Saturn, and it goes retrograde, and it starts ticking backwards time. And here we have Pluto, the one way out there at a standstill right now as it clicks into the 13. So, so Pluto's stationary, getting ready to go retrograde at this point. So the stellar dance, we have what looks like a kite here and a rectangle. I take note of the shapes that this is creating. So I find it interesting. We have quite a lineup going on in Taurus and Gemini. This lineup of planets, besides Uranus, will stay in Taurus for a good long while. But everything else will start marching over here into Gemini shortly. So these planets have been making their moves since they had this major party in Aquarius. They've been marching their way through rest of the zodiac, kind of like it's almost like a procession of announcement for what happened in Aquarius when that major stellium happened, when that major party happened. Anyway, I'm going to do a reading specifically about the 27th at 10:30, what it meant when Saturn went 13 degrees. And that was 2 days ago, almost 2, day and a half. And that's when they started talking to me about the space stuff going on. At that point, and just leading up to that point, they were pointing me in the direction of the Dragon missions. Interesting, right? The Dragon missions. So SpaceX, interesting name that they gave those missions. But I'm going to get 6 cards, and I want to see how Saturn clicking into the 13th degree in Aquarius affects the collective. So 6 cards on how it affects the collective. Just a minute. I need to check something. Okay. So we're going to take a look and see how this is going to affect the collective. Saturn, 13 degrees. What does this mean for the collective in 6 cards? What does this mean for the planet and the souls on it? 6 cards, please. Demerge. Some of the cards that were out today. The Sun, the Reaper, the Joyous One. 2 more. 2 more. What does this mean for the collective? What does Saturn clicking 13 degrees mean for the collective, please? Interesting lineup so far. Okay. What does this mean for the collective? 13 degrees. See, can't ignore that because that happened right after the full moon in Scorpio, and this is Scorpio card. 13 degrees. Key 13. One more card on what this means for the collective. What does this mean for the collective? The Necromancer. Moon card. Always take a sneak peek at the bottom energy. The 9 of Cups, 9 of Chalices, Mirrors Well, the Wish Granted. That's Jupiter in Pisces, and it is going to be going there shortly, and that's part of what I was looking at. I was tracking Saturn, but Jupiter caught my eye too, and it's going to be going into Pisces soon. So a wish granted. Let's just kind of stick this right here off to the side. We can move everything over a tad so I can be up there with the rest of them. It's interesting because we have the 9 and the 10 of Cups here. All right. So what this means for the collective, it's 4 scepters: foundation, marriage, building strong foundations, Venus and Aries. This can be about celebrations. Key 19, the warrior. This is about enlightenment. Childlike innocence energy. And then 13, resurrection energy. It's Scorpio. The fact that the moon was just coming out of full moon in Scorpio at the time, I think is significant when Saturn clicked into the 13th degree. Transformation energy. rising phoenix energy. The Ten of Chalices. These three cards were in today's reading, by the way. Highest priority was these two, and mindful of prepare for was the joyous one. So that energy was already showing up in the readings, the fact that Saturn clicked into the 13th degree, because they're showing me the same energy pretty much. Then we have the erudite card of Virgo, Hermit of the Mysteries. That's coming, the deep diver card, going down, hermiting, so that you can gain wisdom of the light of the star to guide others. And then we have the moon. So we have luminaries here. We have the moon and the sun represented. Key 18, the necromancer. That's the moon card. Gateway of resurrection. So, I think this is illuminating things that were hidden from us or obscured from our view somehow. The Foundations card, Four of Wands, Four Scepters, the Demiurge. That is building solid new foundations and celebrating enlightenment, transition, joy, overwhelming joy and happiness. Guiding others so that they can see what's been hidden. And it's a wish granted. All right, that's what that means. Saturn kicking into the 13th degree was about new foundations forged, bringing enlightenment, resurrection of complete and utter joy for the kingdom. Phoenix rising. Guiding others about the things that were once hidden. And it's a wish granted, Mimir's well. Wish granted, wounded warrior for the kindred. Three of chalices. That's for the community as a whole. Okay. So now we know what that energy is about. It's with Saturn clicking into the 13th degree, it is about these new forged relationships that are enlightened. Phoenix rising energy, rising out of the ashes and bringing complete and utter joy to the planet. Because they can't hold the truth back. We're going to shed light on what was hidden in the shadows. Shedding light on what was once hidden. I'm going to pause for a minute and see if I glean anything else. Yeah, I just believe this is about shedding light on what was once hidden, pretty much, and forging new foundations with the community as a whole. Hmm. The other thing that stands out to me is the micro and the macrocosm. So this can be affecting you personally in your family and out in the community as a whole. Hmm. But this will bring complete wish fulfillment for those of you that have been keeping up the good fight for the kindred, for your community. Yep. It's interesting because the wish granted, they say when Jupiter leaves your sign, which it's getting ready to leave Aquarius and go into Pisces, it brings gifts. This is the gift that it's bringing. Hmm. But this can be reunions, so some of you may be having family reunions. We are going into May. So this could be about family reunion energy as well. Very much so. Family reunions under the sun. We're resurrecting complete joy with that family. Guiding them with the light of the star and the energy of the moon, exposing the things that were once hidden. All right, so now we know Saturn clicking into the 13th degree, what it means. It'll be interesting to see what is going to happen May 24th when it goes retrograde. It starts ticking backwards. What's really fascinating is on July 7th, it ticks over into the 11th degree retrograde, and there will be several others retrograde at that time. And it makes a very fascinating shape that looks just like a diamond. Looks like the facets of a diamond on the chart. Anyway, I'll do readings on all these movements as they come closer. So hopefully I'll get those readings done. I'll put them on my calendar so I don't forget to do them about a week prior to the time, a week or more, so that we have a little heads up energy going on. Anyway, so that's Saturn clicking into the 13th degree a day and a half ago, approximate. So now we know what it's all about. Family reunion energy, reunions in general, marriage, get-togethers and stuff, and repairing. Looks good to me. You guys should look forward to that energy. It looks like fantastic energy. Anyway, talk to you later.